driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. Gosh darn it. It'd be nice when I start using my regular computer again. Supposed to have internet in tomorrow. Supposed to. So we will see. All right. I'm going to give it to the 3-minute mark per as usual. People are probably wondering what the heck I'm talking about. Per as usual. And for you rewatchers, I don't imagine this is going to be too awfully long. It's pretty straightforward. And it's kind of just a thought that came to my head because I kind of went through this when I was younger. It can be scary stuff, man. So I'll wait till that 3-minute mark. Kitty. Cat done. Ooh, cat's about to be in trouble. My wife found out. Uh-oh. Better run, dude. That's our Julian Lennon poster. You'll get killed over that one. Here, let me show that up. All right, we should be at the 3-minute mark. No, we have 30 seconds. Tick-tock. But we got some people showing up. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. There it is. My name is Dion, and I usually have a better setup than that. But we're dealing with it. We're dealing with it for now. So if you're here, please say hello. Whether you're watching the live or the rewatch, you guys know how Facebook works. You go up higher in the feed. I don't care. I have a feeling that God will get the right videos to the right people. So, fear of becoming sane. Let's go ahead and kind of get to it. Hey, Lori. It's good to see you, hon. Yay. It's good to have you here. You'll probably be able to help me out with this one, too. It was just something that kind of popped into my mind when I was going through a lot of troubles when I was young, and I had finally decided to let my parents know what was going on with me. And we sat down, and I explained to them why I was angry, and a lot of the stuff that I was going through. I'm presuming that's Ingrid. I'm not sure. It says Facebook user, but welcome. Is the one thing I don't like about Restream. Otherwise, Restream's a pretty good product. Pretty good product for, because it runs me $20. So, my mom was probably, I don't know, 6 months sober by this time. And the family dynamic had changed a lot. I was pretty comfortable the way the family dynamic was with my mom drinking. I grew up as a latchkey kid, probably like a lot of you. My parents were never around. They were both working. And they worked their butts off too. My dad didn't take care of me emotionally, but I was never, there was always food on the table. We always lived in a decent house. I mean, I can't complain about that. So I told them what was going on with me. And a few days later, they said, "Hey, DM, we're going to take you to the dentist's office next week. So make sure you're home." And I came home and they packed some stuff for me, and they put me in a place called Comitis Crisis Center. And at that point, I decided I was never going to be honest about my feelings with my parents ever again. And that's where the fear comes in. See, I decided maybe it was time for some help. So they put me away. And it's a huge cause of what goes on with me today, right? Um, but there again, we can't, it's not like I can point with a finger at my parents for who I am today. I can't do that. I gotta take responsibility for who I am. But there is that fear out there that sometimes we may tell the truth and it'll get us something that's different, you know. So sometimes I kind of feel like maybe we have a fear of becoming sane because then we have to admit that we are insane. And what do they do to insane people? They put them away. They put them away. I'm watching that happen with a close friend of mine and her son. I don't know how she's doing it. It's killing me just to watch it. It's killing me just to watch it, you know. But I think there's a form of denial that kind of goes with that also, right? And that denial comes around because we really don't want to take a look at it, do we? At our insanity and the mess that we've kind of made, because if we look at it, then we're going to have to do something about it. And I know that not everybody works the way that I do, but my biggest fear is being put away for something I didn't do. So even the times that I've spent in jail, they were all civil. I'm not really a hardened criminal. I've been through the system and things like that. And we were also raised in an era where children are seen, not heard. All right. They're seen, not heard. It means you left your parents alone. Right? Left your parents alone. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. We were told that boys don't cry. And if you guys know me at all, I'm a crying mother ducker. Ha! I didn't say it, Lori. It went through my head though. It did, but I got it. So taking that step, I think, can be scarier than we realize, and maybe it is because of the experience or how we see. You know, if you see somebody needing help in the street and you just see a bunch of cops jump all over that, are you really going to want to let people know, hey, that's kind of how I act, you know? And then there's the portion of how other people see you. So what we do is we utilize our raging Mr. Hyde. I that's what I did is I would hide behind my, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I would just become Mr. Hyde because, you know, he did whatever he wanted and just didn't accept the consequences. So, but I'm also a Gen Xer, which means that we come with a different set of morals too. Um, I would like to say that a lot of these kids coming up, they had the right idea of being able that we should be able to that there should be safe spaces for anybody that wants to share their feelings, where there's no expectation coming back, or there's no there's no nothing bad happening with it. Consequence, that was the word that I was looking for. And sometimes maybe we enjoy our insanity a little too much, right? Because it gives us a reason, it gives us excuses to continue being that sober horse thief, right? If you have a drunk horse thief and you get him sober, you have a sober horse thief. So, what is sanity? Well, in the big book, they claim it as soundness of mind. Hey, Gary, it's good to see you, brother. So soundness of mind. That means that even though there might be calamity going on around me, I can sit in serenity. Not happening for me today. I talked about that earlier, and I had to I had to stick in my foundation today, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, why did I do that? Because otherwise, I may have started acting insane, and I don't like that, Dion. I don't like that person. It feels like everybody's against me. I start fighting everybody and everything, including God. And my day just kind of goes crappy. And I feel like I deserve better than that. And so do the people around me. So that was kind of my thought on it. Maybe sometimes we're scared to admit that we are insane because of the consequences that may come with it. And this came up because somebody in a meeting, this was not an original idea. It was not. I stole it. I still all this stuff. I do. I do, because there's a lot of great stuff out there. And this came from somebody with 6 days of sobriety. So, and what they said affected me. I heard what they said through and through. And isn't that what's neat about the program, though? Is I can come on here and talk about the fear of becoming sane or the fear of being insane, and we can still talk through it, and nothing is going to happen. Nothing will happen. Actually, the outcome, hopefully, is that there are people out there that feel that way, that maybe understand it a little bit, or even maybe just going through it and knowing that you're not the only one, right? Because we don't deserve to be lonely anymore. I really feel like we paid our dues, right? And I don't care. I don't care if you drank for 6 months. You paid your dues. You did. If that's how you feel about it, then I will support you 100%. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. This was kind of an odd one for me, but it was a neat topic. So, thank you to the anonymous person. I'm not going to bring up their name, but she goes to the meeting a lot. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was good to see you. Lori, thank you. Gary, and Facebook user. So, all right. I love you guys. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye.